When the devil came to Eve and began to convince her to eat the fruit God warned them not to eat, the trick the devil used in convincing them was to make them believe there is so much to see that God doesn't want you to see. There is so much to enjoy that God doesn't want you to enjoy. There is so much to explore that God doesn't want you to explore. But the moment Adam and Eve ate that fruit, the first thing that happened was not something that was pleasurable. The Bible says they saw their nakedness. So the first thing that happened to them was a life without the covering of God. Next thing that happened was also something that wasn't palatable. The Bible says they became ashamed and began to hide themselves. This is how it works. Every time we are tempted by the devil, he's always going to make us see the things that will distract us from what we are truly going to lose. And so Adam and Eve saw their nakedness, and it wasn't a thing to be proud of. They began to hide themselves because of shame. We don't know what God is covering us from. We don't know what God is trying to prevent us from entering. The Bible says the enemy cometh to kill, steal, and destroy. We don't know what the Lord is trying to protect us from with the rules and regulations He has given to us. You might think God doesn't want you to explore life. You might think God doesn't want you to enjoy life. You might think God doesn't want you to know so much, And as we venture into these things that the Lord has given us boundaries from, we begin to quickly realize it's just consistent corruption. So always remember the story of Adam and Eve. Everything that the devil promised them will happen when they eat the apple did not happen as they thought. And if you fast forward to study the life of man after then, even the knowledge we humans have gained now is not leading us to a glorious life. See how we are messing up ourselves, destroying the beautiful word that God has given us, unaliving one another, fighting one another, hating one another, dividing one another, selfishness, greed, and all manners of vices because of the very knowledge the devil advertised to us.